For months, years actually, I've been hearing about this so-called housing crash. Well, where is it? Where is that crash that all these financial experts have been talking about? There are news articles, videos, blogs, talk show hosts coming out with this information almost every day calling for a housing crash. So where is it? Where is it? First, let's talk about what a housing crash really is. The last time this country experienced a housing crash or downturn was in the years of 2006 to 2010. And there are a few factors that were dominant then that are not dominant now. One of which is supply. Back in that time frame, there was so much housing available. There was very limited equity. There was not a big demand for buyers, which when all of those things come together, yes, there's a crash, but that's not what we're experiencing today. It is completely different. And I think the big point is with all of these experts out there, they're not telling the truth. They're not actually showing you the stats that would lead all of us to be able to make our own educated decisions. Did you know that foreclosures are the lowest rate they've been in years? The equity position that people have today is over $100,000 in equity. Why is that? Because the last few years there's been such a demand on housing that prices have gone up dramatically in some markets across the country. In order to have a real estate crash, you have to have excess inventory available. We do not have that today. You also would see less equity in homes that people own. We do not have that today. Therefore, a real estate crash is silly to talk about. We've got bigger issues right now that we need to talk about. The primary issue is we do not have enough inventory available for the amount of buyers that want to buy a home. That's the bottom line. Nationally, we are at a deficit of 200,000 homes being created for new household formations. Again, supply and demand. We have all these buyers that want to buy houses and we don't have enough inventory available. What does that create? That creates a situation where it moves from, let's say, a neutral market to a seller's market. That means now sellers very much are going to be in control of offers that they accept, how many offers they're getting on homes, driving up prices, whether they're going to give seller concessions. All of these things happen in a seller's market. This is the issue, and many places across the country are already experiencing a shift from what may have been a buyer's market a couple of months ago to a neutral market and now into a seller's market. So depending on where you are in the nation will drive the answer of what's really happening to real estate and real estate values. But overall, on a national level, we are still at a deficit of homes being created. Also, the news reports that are being reported is based on information that's outdated. Case-Shiller, FHA, CoreLogic, they all show that the worst is behind us, and what they're reporting is from months ago, what's currently happening today. 74% of homeowners estimate that they have over $100,000 in equity, and 20% estimate that they have over $300,000 in equity, and that's per Realtor.com. This leads to significantly less foreclosures because these families who maybe do run into trouble and can't pay their house payment, they will sell their home before they let it go to foreclosure. Again, that housing bubble and that housing market that we experienced 2006 to 2010, the amount of equity back then was dramatically less, which also drove to that foreclosure momentum. Based on this data, you can see no crash is coming. So why do they do that? Why does the national media continue to push that out there? They want the clicks. They want the fear. And this is why it's so important to work with a trusted mortgage advisor and real estate agent to find out really what's going on, and more specifically what's going on in your local market. Now's a good time to buy if you're in a position to buy. Yes, interest rates are higher now than they were a couple of years ago, but if you are ready to buy, talking to somebody and just really understanding your options could be pivotal in your success of home ownership. Because as we go back to the supply and demand scenario, once interest rates drop below that 6% mark, and it's highly anticipated that they will, nobody knows when, but once they drop, my fear is that we're going to see what we saw in 2021, which was such an extreme seller-dominated market that buyers were writing offers on 15, 20, and 30 houses and never getting their offers accepted. Buyers that were using low down payment loans were just dismissed as if they weren't even viable buyers and pushed out of the market. So I contend if you are in a position to buy today, before interest rates drop, talk to us or talk to a mortgage advisor that you trust. Find that real estate agent that's local that can give you direction and guidance on what's going on. Push out the naysayers about this housing crash and get prepared and own this opportunity, because it will not be here for much longer. If you'd like to speak with a Kelly Zitlow mortgage advisor, or maybe you need to be connected with a local real estate agent, call us. We're here to give you the facts and help you achieve the dream of home ownership. You can schedule a call with us at a time that is convenient for you by clicking the link below in the description. And don't forget to subscribe for more truth about the mortgage industry and the home loan process.